Welcome to the SynergyBaddie podcast. This is Monique Antoinette, and today's topic is everything is GMO and you didn't even know. So, what is GMO? GMO stands for genetically modified organism. Let's break down organism. An organism can be plants, animals, or microorganisms. So, what is genetically modified? Genetically modified is genetic material, which is DNA, that has been altered in a way that does not occur naturally. And I will break down more how this does not occur in a natural way and how they do it. So, why is GMOs bad for us? So what I found is that GMOs may cause some common toxic effects, such as hepatic, pancreatic, renal, or reproductive effects. Excuse my tongue if I'm butchering some of these words. But reproductive effects may alter the hematological, biochemical, and immunologic parameters. And like I said, please excuse my French with me butchering these words, but the hematological is more like leukemia and anemia, stuff dealing with blood. Biochemical, we know what biochemical is. And then immunologic, there you go, is the study of the immune system. And these are the things that it's tearing apart. And these studies were done on animals. This is what the study said. So imagine what it's doing to people. And back in 2015, 93% of the crops in the U.S. were GM in some way back in 2015. And if you think about the time, and you think about now, it's about to be 2023. That's 8 years of them genetically modifying the food in some way. And that's so crazy. So let's go into genetic modifying. They will take the DNA of like an apple, for instance, and they'll find something wrong with it. Like it say, for instance, it's like it's known to get a certain type of pest. They'll breed whatever DNA contains that type of pest it attracts. They'll take that DNA selection out. They'll take it out genetically. So this is genetically modifying. They'll go in and take it out of its DNA, something that it was made with in the first place, and go in and take it out. They do this with people. It's called the CRISPR. We're not going to dive into that, but they did that with people a long time ago, taking out certain genes to make, blue eyes or taller, whatever features you want. It's called the CRISPR, and they called it designer babies. Some crazy stuff. But anyways, that's for another episode and another day. But anyways, genetically modifying. With that being said, they'll breed out a certain thing that they do not like. And with that being said, it created super weeds and super bugs. Now, when you create a super weed and a super bug, that means you're going to need stronger pesticides, stronger chemicals and toxic things to get rid of these issues. And they're spraying the food with it, and people hardly rinse off their vegetables, and you can see this white residue on your vegetables. I even use warm water, sometimes hot water, and vinegar, and the white residue still doesn't come off sometimes. So with that being said, I feel like the stuff that they're spraying the plants with is seeping into the food, let alone it being genetically modified. So you're losing on both sides of the spectrum. With whatever they're pulling out could be good for you or whatever the case may be. But you're going in and you're genetically altering it. Like it says, altered in a way that does not occur naturally. So you're also getting it from the bad toxic chemicals they're spraying on the food. And then some plants and vegetables can't be washed off like wheat. Can't wash off wheat. And that just gets ground up and made into something else. So, like, for instance, Frosted Flakes. That's nothing but wheat. And it's just grounded up and put into the food. Like nothing. It's crazy. So, let me list the things that are GMO. And you probably didn't know. There is a list that I pulled this from, which was moonshotsnacks.com. It was on their website. It was from moonshot.com, and let me read you the list. So it says, watch out for, as they are often genetically engineered unless labeled otherwise. So this is genetically engineered unless it says it's not. The list says corn, soy, canola oil, cottonseed oil, sugar derived from U.S. sugar beets, which is half of the U.S. sugar production. Half of the U.S. sugar production is GMO sugar beets. It says animal products. 95% of the animals used for meat and dairy in the United States eat GMO crops. Like alfalfa. I cannot pronounce that, and I hate I butchered that. Alfalfa. It looked like it was some type of plant, so some type of food that they feed the chickens and the cows is GMO. And as they say, you are what you eat. So next they have zucchini and yellow summer squash. Oh, that sucks because I love that. Anyways, potatoes and apples. And I also hurt myself personally that all the russet potatoes are GMOs, but anyways. It says, keep an eye out for common GMO ingredients. And that list was from moonshotsnacks.com and my personal list that I have been seeing because, like, all my food are GMO free, I make sure. So when I find little things that sneak in, that shit, like, low-key upsets me. So, my GMO, and you didn't know this personally. Okay, Sara Lee's peach pie. I don't know about all the pies, but my assumption are all the pies. Was genetically modified. Let's see. The Betty Crocker cakes, all of them. So I had to stop messing with them, and I started doing the Duncan Hines cakes. Let's see. Ritz crackers, graham crackers, all genetically modified. Oh my God, this one might hurt everybody. The Louisiana fish fry and the Louisiana chicken fry. Oh my God. R.I.P. But it's cool because I'm going to take it back to the old school, which I have no problem with. Getting me some cornmeal and seasoning up my cornmeal or my flour. I have no issues with it. I prefer it anyways. But let's see. Oreos. I don't know if all of them are, but my assumption is all of them. But the peanut butter pie. Oh my God, them are so good. GMO. So upset. And my thing is, of course, you can't go into the DNA of a Oreo cookie. But what it is whatever is used in the Oreo cookie, like cocoa powder. The cocoa powder could be genetically modified. Let's say, like with the Sara Lee peach pie, it could be the peaches that are genetically modified. And I noticed that when I read the back, that it'll say like partially genetically modified or ingredients used are genetically modified. And it's just so crazy. Like a year ago, I didn't see all this. And now it's like on everything, which is a great thing. I'm happy that they're starting to put this because statistics stated back in 2015, 93% was genetically modified in some way. That's crazy. And that was back in 2015. And it's about to be 2023. I feel everything. Forget 93%. It's like 99% now. It's crazy. But anyways, back to my list. And I noticed it's like anything from the frozen food section. Like any of that shit, garbage. So the DiGiorno pizzas, garbage. I thought I was escaping. I thought, I thought that was my jackpot on the nights I did not want to cook. So, DiGiorno pizza. R.I.P. R.I.P. And also another thing, my little bougie butt, I was always like, if it ain't name brand, I don't want it. Y'all could keep that Kroger and that Safeway Select. Give it to me now. That's the only thing I have not seen genetically modified is the Safeway Select stuff, the Kroger, and the organic stuff. Even though there's certain numbers within the fruit that you need to look for that tells you which ones are genetically modified and not. I said I was going to do a little research into it and find the numbers for y'all, but that might have to be next time in another episode. Or do a little bit of your own research. You know what? That's homework. Find out which fruits and vegetables are genetically modified. Because every number on fruit, I should say every fruit has a barcode, a number on there. So that little bitty sticker you see on there, that's the number you need to look at. But anyways, that's your homework. Back to the list. DiGiorno is R.I.P., which is fine because I like making all my own pizza from scratch. So, the egg rolls, garbage, except for Chunksies, or Chunksies. I hope I'm not pronouncing it wrong. Their egg rolls are good. Also, the Progresso, God, what is it called? The Progresso breadcrumbs. Ugh, sucks. Genetically modified also. That sucks for, like, if you want to do, like, salmon croquette or, like, meatloaf, you're going to have to get some regular crackers and crush them up and do what it do. But it just sucks that everything is just, it's like, it feels like fake food. I know in China they make fake food, but I feel like we're getting it a lot here now. But people, please read the back. The back, small print. Like, they fooled me before. I done got home and was like, what? I read the back of this. I swear it said, like, everything was good. So when you get to the back, you look in the small print and you make sure you look in the ingredients. And it'll say, genetically modified. Now, if you read the front and it says GMO free, like, they specifically letting you know, like, nah, we don't play them games. We all legit here, which I like. But seriously, take a look at your food and really read it and see what's in it. And it just sucks that everything feels fake. Oh, and also, before I forget, Special K was also genetically modified. And I'm so upset because they pushed that so tough. Like, oh, it's healthy. It's good for you. And I'm talking about the Special K, like, strawberry with the cluster yogurt parts. I was so upset. Like, what? So, just read everything and be cautious. And I realize it's just slowly pushing me to Presbyterian, which is fine. I love seafood, but I even got to be careful with the seafood because they're messing with the seafood too. And then it's a lot of mercury in the water and all the other junk they're dumping in the water, which is slowly pushing me to vegan. Yeah, no, vegetarian, not vegan, because I still will probably eat dairy. But as of right now, me personally, I'm slowly cutting out meats. I stopped the pork. I stopped the beef. I stopped the ground beef. I stopped the chicken wings. Only thing I'm really messing with right now is chicken breasts. And I do still mess with bacon, but I don't do pork like ribs and roast and all the other stuff I used to do. Because your girl can cook, okay? And I could cook a mean steak, and it sucks because I love a good steak, but I have gave up all those meats. And right now it's turkey for sandwiches, bacon, and certain things, and chicken breast. That's it. And then after that, I'm going to just wing off all this meat. And I know this is best for us all to just start growing our own groceries. Basically, growing our own vegetables. The only time you're going to the grocery store is for certain things that you cannot grow or you cannot make yourself. But yeah, grow your groceries. Grow your own fruits, grow your own vegetables. Because it's getting worse. And it's not going to get any better. So, have you seen any GMO products that you feel people don't even know that's GMO? If so, let me know down below and let them know what's GMO. This is SynergyBaddie podcast. I am Monique Antoinette. Catch you next time in the next episode.